I'll start. That's never happened before. um, Hello, and welcome to the Sound Healing Collective nonprofit informational meeting where we'll be, going over what it's going to look like and hopefully meet our goals to make this official before 2025 and at the latest before spring of 2025 if we need more time. But right now, the goal is the end of December. So I want to say welcome. Thank you, Robert, for joining us. And for all those who are joining later, thank you so much for being here. I'm actually going to go ahead and go live on Instagram just in case somebody wants to catch it just for a brief second and join at another time. So they'll just see me and my face. But how are you doing, Robert? What's going on?
I'm doing good, actually. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay, just making sure. Yeah, I came to work, so I'm at work right now. But I'm
Oh,
glad you sent me the message, and I was like, oh yeah, I gotta get on this call.
aw. Thanks for coming in during work. I hope it's
Yeah, that's cool.
cool. So thank you, yeah, again for joining in this time. And all right, let me start this live feed real quick. Sound healer. Da, 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 da. Sound healer. So I came up with something fun today that I can't wait to share. To be super corny, but I don't think it's corny. I think it's really cool. But I imagine us saying this mantra. I created a mantra, and I imagine us all saying the mantra and singing it together when we meet. Um,
Tienes-
yeah, when we meet and do stuff together. So hopefully um, that will fit well. So let me go ahead and start this. And Robert, feel free to mute yourself if you if
Okay,
yeah, feel free
I'll do
to
that because I'm outside.
yeah, go for that. Yeah. Until you're ready to speak and then unmute yourself. You know how it works. Okay, let's see. Sorry it's taking so long. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna put this right here and we're gonna start. So just going over the Sound Healer Collective and what it is that we're going to be doing, moving it into a nonprofit. So, a little bit of background. One, I want to say thank you for being here. And two, thank you for your support and making this a Sound Healer Collective. Literally, without you, this would not be. Without all of you, this would not be. It would just be me by myself. And I don't feel like doing all of this work by myself. So, I don't think any of us want to do so much work by ourselves, which is why I thought coming together would be a really great solution so that we're sharing the weight. This is really big work. Um, Healing in and of itself. Sound opens up so much within our bodies. We are vibrational beings, so depending on, what the vibrations are that we are feeding ourselves, can can really determine how our bodies react to it, how our moods are. And so I feel like the mission we all are on with being sound healers or medicine musicians at all is the fact that we get to put some really good vibrations out in the world. So doing this together, we can all resonate. We all resonate and it spreads and it spreads and it spreads and it grows and it grows and it grows and it grows. And so that was one of the reasons I decided to make this into a nonprofit because to be honest, there's like so many sound healers out here, which is great. And we all need to live in this society. We all need to charge people to attend. And that's completely understandable. The thing that I found lacking was this access to those in need. There's a small access to this. I see ticket prices that that are really high, and it's understandable. We all have to live, we all have to work, we all have to eat. It's completely understandable. Your prices are your prices. However, there's a big big gap that I can see that sound that we are not able to reach because of the cost that we have. So a nonprofit, I believe, will help us be able to, one, pay for our services that we give to the community, provide the community access to these sound healing modalities and tools, and help heal the community, and thus, with the community, each individual person within that community having access to all these healings where they can share it with their family and their friends, and see how it just keeps expanding and keeps growing. So we're in the realm of medicine, and this is the type of medicine I really like. So thank you for listening to that. Um, back in we have Maisha joining. Hi, welcome. Back in earlier this year or last year, I started being in a band called Eres Medicina, which, as you guys know, we have partnered with for the Sound Healer Collective when we do our collabs. So I'm super happy to have them on board. Um, but I joined back in 2023, and that was my first real up close and personal experience with sound healing. I've taken sound healing classes. I've been, to different sound healing sessions, and I've always been a singer, and I've always believed the music that I've shared comes from a healing perspective. And so when we were doing sound healing, I felt like so happy in my heart. I felt so clear. I every day I have to go to work, but when we had practice, I'd be like, okay, bye work. I'm gonna go to the park and sing for a few hours, then I'll come back and pick you up, because that was my joy. And earlier this year, we took a sacred pause, and I felt that the I guess you could say elimination of sound healing from my daily thing really, really hurt my heart. And so I started seeking out other sound healers who might want assistance. One of the first people I reached out to was one of our sound healers in the collective named Vera. And she was so open to having somebody assist. So I went to that with her, and it was heartwarming. And then it kept continuing. I kept asking people, do you want an assistant? Can I join you in the sound healing? I sing songs. Can we do something? Do a little mix match? And everybody was welcome to it. And then I thought, ooh, why don't we start giving this to the community? Because Eres Medicina, when we first started, we were doing that. Like when they first, I wasn't in it when they first started, but when they first started, Robert is an old member of Eres Medicina, so he can speak more about this as well. But we would go to different parks and just play and just sing, and it was always so good. And I wanted to do that more and more and more and keep doing it. And so when we were on our sacred pause, I needed more. I needed to be around sound healers and sound, and I needed to sing, and I needed it for my well-being. And so thus I started inviting people, which then it became the collective, which the first meeting we had 8 sound healers, and nobody came, and it was perfect. We got to meet each other, we got to talk more, we got to share experiences, we got to share setups and how we do it, and we got to ask questions. It felt so good to be there with every single person, and even though we didn't have an audience, we all received that healing together, and it was just simply magical. And so that's why we're here now, because I want to keep being magical with you all and keep giving out these sound baths so that our communities can be uplifted by the music, by the sound, and by the commitment of the collective, like just being able to hold each other. So that's why it all started. This is how we got here. And I want to go ahead and start with introductions. So Robert, you're more than welcome if you're available. I know you're at work to unmute yourself and introduce yourself with your name, location, and you know how you do sound healing, as well as what interested you in joining the collective, the nonprofit specifically. If you're available, you're still muted. Let's see, he is at work, so maybe not. 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay. Hi,
Hi,
Maisha.
I, I, I,
Nice.
I know I'm just going to be really brief because I have to get back to work. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for doing this. And I'm so excited to be a part of this collective. Yeah, sound healing. I'll just do it really quick. My name's Maisha for Robert that I don't think we've ever met. Um, I've been doing sound healing for 2 years, coming up in 2 years. But I've been the whole holistic and natural and spiritual. I've that's been pretty much all my whole life. But yes, I am a certified sound healer, and I am just so thrilled to be there. I'll see you guys later today or tonight. And that's pretty much it. I love what you're doing. I love nonprofit organizations. I love community because there's also, like you said, healing. You're healing yourself while you're healing others. So I love the circle of life and how that works, because I know we all go through our times. So we have our moments, but we are human. But yeah, that's it. I just wanted to introduce and say thank you. And I'm so sorry I have to jet out, but I'll keep it on and just listen.
Thank you, Maisha, for being here and
Thank
sharing.
you.
And can't wait to meet you later. And yeah,
Can't
tune
wait to meet
in.
you.
We're having our first Canna Vibe ritual tonight, which is not part of the Sound Healer Collective, but it is under the Medicine House umbrella. So it is part of the overall wanting to share medicine, keep sharing medicine. So if you're wanting to join, we have a few spots left, but if not, it's okay. So, Robert, when you are available, please feel free to unmute yourself and introduce yourself. My name is Tia Marie Robbie Justpreet. That's my artist name, and I am in Van Nuys, California, SoCal. And I got into sound healing through Eres Medicina, as I mentioned earlier. And I guess I mentioned all of it already. I just wanted to, I don't think I said my name, so that's my name. Alrighty, so moving into our next section, I want to go over what the Sound Healer Collective is a little bit more deeply and what our goals are. And then we'll go over the different offices and positions that we have and that our goals are. So our mission statement for the Sound Healer Collective, which if you want, we could work on this together. Like everything is still open, nothing has been submitted yet. I just want to make sure, I want to share with you what we have so far. So let me make sure, am I unmuted? Yeah, I am unmuted. My thing said I was not unmuted. Okay, let's see, unmute myself. Okay. So, the mission statement for the Sound Healer Collective. The Sound Healer Collective is dedicated to bringing transformative power of sound healing to individuals and communities in need, making it accessible to people of all walks of life. So that's the brief mission statement is basically we're giving sound healing. That's what we're here for. We're giving medicine music. We're giving time to relax and connect. So that's the mission statement. Our main goals and priorities are providing accessible sound healing. So we offer donation-based and or free sound healing sessions to underserved communities and other communities around the area so that people can come enjoy, even be what is it, experience their first time. A lot of the collaborative baths we've done so far, there were so many first time attendees who are interested in attending more. They also ask if they could have, how they could learn how to play their own bowls. There's such a desire for sound healing and wanting to be in that mix that we as sound healers get to provide that in this collective. So accessibility is one of those main factors. We also want to build community. So we're creating a supportive network of sound healers who collaborate, who share knowledge and wisdom and grow together. Earlier this year, when we started this back in June, when I first presented this, I believe, we had a meet and greet. We used to have meet and greets every month, which I definitely want to get back into doing that. It's just been a little busy this year. But we had meet and greets where we got to meet each other and talk to each other and share wisdom. I know Kirsten is one of the main people who have shared so much of her wisdom within our collective. She has been doing sound healing since the 1990s is what I remember her saying. Before, she always says this, before sound healing was a thing, she offered sound healing, and now she's still doing it, and she's thriving. Now she does it with goats and wolves and all different types of animals and farms, and so she's doing some really magical work, and she's sharing her wisdom on how she does that. So here's another source for us to connect and really dive deep into what this future profession looks like for all of us, and how we can support each other, and the ones who wanting to come in later can be, and what that looks like, so that they're supported and actually being able to provide a life for themselves through this type of medicine. So that's another community building priority for us. We also are wanting to educate and advocate for spreading awareness of sound healing benefits through workshops, classes, and public events. So, in my head, I'm thinking it would be so nice to have classes where we can teach people how to do sound healing online as well, so that it's accessible everywhere, and it's donation based or free depending on how they qualify for these classes. Like, I want to make sure there's a low, our focus is on low to moderate income families. However, we are open to everybody for a price, because we also want to pay the teachers who are going to be doing this. The teachers are also part of the Sound Healing Collective. I'm reaching out to teachers all across, sound healers all across the United States right now, and hopefully in different countries, so that they can have that. But that's in the longer run. So hang on to that, so that we could, further develop that in the future. Um, the classes, the public events, and the partnerships. So I want to be able for us to work with different organizations, schools, hospitals, and wellness centers. I know a lot of you are already doing that work, which is amazing. We're going to get into more of what the contracts mean, how we even do contracts, and so that if somebody's looking for preferred sound healers, like that are coming from a collective, like we have that. And even now, I send out little messages if somebody's looking for a sound healer who's available. Somebody's looking for this. I believe one of our sound healers, Carla, reached out to my friend Sharzad, who does Ganja yoga, which I love, which is why we have Canna Vibe rituals. But she has Ganja yoga, and every Ganja yoga she does, she has a sound bath at the end, which my bandmates Rosalina and Nikki were part of. And when their availability was not as much, she asked for more sound healers, and I connected her with us. And so I know some of you reached out to her, and I know some of you are probably going to work with her. So this is what I mean by the collective, and what I mean by the community, where we're connecting each other to what's needed, meeting those requirements, and not requirements so much, but those needs of the community, of people who want sound healers, and sound healers who know how to work with this medicine. So we get to form that. We get to create those opportunities for each other and share. Like, if we're not available, oh, I know somebody who is or could be. Let me reach out and see who's available, give you them all the contact information. I do also believe one of my other bandmates from Las Colibritas, Azul, she shared that there is this women's retreat, wellness retreat coming up on Friday. And so she said, if you want to be a part of that, they're looking for sound healers, they're looking for energy workers, they're looking for so much to allow these women who are in Skid Row to relax and rejuvenate, even though they're in different situations in their life. This gives them time to relax and connect. So we get to be part of things like that. We get to share our medicines with other people, and make it a big deal. There's corporate companies that are looking for ways to connect their coworkers, to allow their coworkers to, or their employees to relax, so that they can be in a good space working for them. So this is a wide open door of opportunity for all of us to be within this, and to have each other's support, so that we could figure out what to charge. How do we charge? Where do we charge? What is our price? Contracts. What does that look like? How do we sign them? What does this entail? Licensing, not licensing, but certifications. Like, what does that look like? What does all of this look like? And so that's part of the community building and also the partnership. So I'm also reaching out to sound healer or sound bowl communities where they sell sound bowls. I know there's one in San Diego and Sedona. They sell sound bowls and they also give classes, but I want to partner with them to help us, you know, provide these services to people who might not know about them again. So there's so much in the works right now. It's beautiful. I'm excited and I'm happy that you all want to be a part of it as well. So thank you again for being here. So with all of that, we have this big dream, this big goal, and now it's time to start like actually formulating it. And within nonprofits to register with the Secretary of State and as well as the government, and to make this official, like a nonprofit where people donate their money and it's tax deductible. That's even bigger reason for this, where people can donate and actually, put the money to good work, to be able to claim it on their taxes as well. So we're wanting this to be a real 501c. See, that's where I got to learn more. That's why you guys are here, because we can all share knowledge, and that's what I'm reaching out for, is to help make this into a reality. So the roles that we have, to just go over the roles, and also I'll pause here if anybody has any questions or wants to say anything. Oh, look, Maisha said that's awesome, the things that we were sharing. Okay. All right. So moving to the roles, commitments, and expectations. So with the Sound Healer Collective, in and of its own, we've never had obligations. We've never had commitments. It was always a serve when you can, worry about you, do your thing, and if you have the space to come join us, please do. It's always been like that, and I will continue having it like that. However, if we want to make this into a thing, we do need people who can commit to these roles in the nonprofit section, which would be board members, advisors, volunteers, anything else that we could do to make this into a thing. So with the board members, the expectation would be strategic decision making, overseeing the operations and fundraising efforts. That's my favorite part. I'm really excited about the fundraising because I don't know why I like fundraising. I like throwing events that get people together, where there's a cause for raising money so that we can meet that cause. One of the first fundraisers I want to try to get started once we have our nonprofit is raising enough money to be able to put sound healing tools within the families of low to moderate income that qualify. So with that, we need one, qualifications, what that looks like. What does low to moderate income look like? We need the families to apply for that. We need to raise enough money to buy the sound healing equipment to then give it to the people, as well as the, let's see, as well as the need to teach them how to use the sound healing equipment. So all of that being said, we can, let's see. Yeah, so these are the goals with fundraising and the board members and what your position would be in that. The next role would be an advisor. What's an advisor? An advisor is somebody who just offers their expertise. So if you're not in the capacity to actually, serve on the board, which is completely understandable, you can possibly serve as offering your expertise. If you have any wisdom within the realm of nonprofit, or the realm of sound healing, or the realm of medicine music, or any other realm that goes with this, an advisor position would fit. Also gives us guidance, which way we should go, or which way do you think is best, how do we do this best, and also connections to help the collective grow. So maybe an advisor could be somebody who has connections to corporate, who is looking for sound healers, and etc. And then the last position, and there's probably going to be more positions, this is just where we're starting, it's volunteers. So these volunteers will be assisting with events. Hi, I have somebody coming into live. Thank you for being here. We have volunteers who are going to be assisting with the events that we have, marketing, outreach, and administrative tasks. So all of these will be really nice, simple tasks that we can, spread across the way. Like I was thinking interns could help with social media. If they're into social media, they can help us post and spread word about our events and what it is that we're doing. So that could be another role that you could fill. So, so those are the 3 different roles we're looking for right now. Let's see, what time is it? Okay, we still have a few, about 20 minutes. So those are the roles, and to dive deeper into these roles, the expectations for commitment of these roles is board members are the highest, I guess, expectation that we have. Per federal law, I believe federal law. I'm not sure which law it is, but we do have to meet on a regular basis. So attend quarterly board meetings, which happen virtually or in person. Actively contribute to fundraising and outreach efforts, and dedicate at least 5 to 8 hours per month to the organization. That would be super flexible. It might be less than that, but depending on who's a part of this and who wants to be, you could do more if you want, but those board members are key to actually making this into an official nonprofit. So if you can fill that role, great. Just let me know and we could talk further. The expectations for the advisors are to provide guidance and support as needed. So 1 to 3 hours a month at the max, however much time, every position is really however much time you can provide, and participate in occasional planning sessions and strategy calls. So we might have those once every couple of months where we would need advisors. So it's less of a commitment than board members. And the volunteers, as you can, like that is the least amount of commitment, which is a great starting place if you want to just be involved with the Sound Healer Collective, where you support specific projects or events on a flexible as needed basis, and just commitment to at least 2 to 4 hours per month. And when we do become an official nonprofit, you can, depending on your employer, I know my employer allows us to do 16 hours of community service a year, where we're actually paid for what it is that we're doing within the community. So if your job allows that kind of support for you to support other organizations, take advantage. Like this is the way to do it. So all right, so that is the role that those are the roles of the Sound Healer Collective nonprofit that we're looking for right now to form this in the next couple of weeks, I hope, or at least by spring 2025. If you're interested in becoming a board member, which is one of the main things we need right now, reach out to me so that I can get you on the board and we can have a deeper conversation. And then we'll go ahead and have our meetings on how to actually go over the paperwork, what it is that we need to do to actually submit. And I believe I need at least 3 board members. So if you're interested and you want to serve, let me know, and we can go deeper into that later. So if these commitments align with your capacity and you're interested, let me know so that we can move forward with that. Alrighty. So I'm going to open up the floor to any questions or comments or anything you want to share. I know both of you are at work, which is perfectly fine. Anybody online who's watching later, you're more than welcome to submit your questions and or wisdom or anything you want to submit in our WhatsApp group chat. If you haven't joined that yet, again, reach out to me and I will send you the invite link so that we can all stay connected and share information about making this into a nonprofit. So thank you for your time and interest. If there are no questions, I'm going to give it a pause here for a moment to see if anybody wants to chime in. All right, looks like Maisha, she said thank you, and I will definitely reach out and have a blissful day. Will do. Thank you, Maisha. All right, well, since that is the end of the session, I want to go ahead and share this mantra that I think would be really cool for us to sing, and open to changes as always. But this is what came in today for our possible song in the future. Let's see. So the mantra goes like this: I am a vessel of harmony connected to the rhythm of life. Together we amplify healing, light, and love, or healing, love, and light. We are the Sound Healer Collective. And so, yeah, we could shout that, we could say it in a chant, or we could sing it, whatever way. Just to let you guys know, I feel like I'm always going to sing on whatever meetings we do, so be prepared for that, and feel free to sing songs as well. So let's see. So I'm going to just sing it, and sometimes it changes from I am to we are, so be aware of those changes, but play with it. Thank you all for being here. We're gonna change what this world looks like by starting with ourselves. We're gonna be able to offer this type of medicine for people who are seeking it, for ourselves, for each other. We're gonna have a network. We're connected. Maybe one day we could even do a whole wide, like, vibrational healing thing that goes across time zones, where we're playing bowls or singing songs at the same time, where it's ringing throughout the halls, ringing throughout the cities, ringing throughout everything. So that is the dream. That is one of the dreams anyway. So imagine that as you sing this. Vessel of harmony connected to the rhythm of life. I am a vessel of harmony connected to the rhythm of life. I am a vessel of harmony connected to the rhythm of life. I am a vessel of harmony connected to the rhythm of life. Together we amplify healing, love, and light. Together we amplify healing, love, and light. We are the Sound Healer Collective. We are the Sound Healer Collective. I am a vessel of harmony connected to the rhythm of life. I am a vessel of harmony connected to the rhythm of life. We are a vessel of harmony connected to the rhythm of life. We are a vessel of harmony connected to the rhythm of life. Together we amplify healing, love, and light. Together we amplify healing, love, and light. We are connected to the rhythm of life. We are a vessel of harmony, connected to the rhythm of life. So that's our mantra. Feel free to play with it. Feel free to change it. I feel like I sing a little different than I did the first time, but it's okay. But thank you for being here. Hi, I think we have Justina on live, so thanks for joining. I hope you enjoyed the mantra. We talked about the nonprofit today, so this is all recorded, so if you want to get more information about it, please watch later. I'll send it out into the WhatsApp group chat. Anybody who's joining who's not a part of the WhatsApp group chat, please feel free to join. It is in the link in the bio. Our WhatsApp group chat is for sound healers, but we also have a place where we have community events where we get to share, the sound healers get to share their events, and that's where our the people who are interested in sound healing can connect with us and ask questions or recommend a sound healer or ask if there's any sound healers that can be available. That is our community space. So anybody is welcome to join that. The Sound Healer Collective WhatsApp group chat, that is for sound healers and medicine musicians who want to do more healing. So be aware of the different groups that are in there. Join them when you feel called to. No obligations, no commitments within that part. If you want to be in the nonprofit, reach out to me and we can discuss it further. But I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you, Robert, for joining. Again, if you have any questions as well, just reach out to me. I know you're busy, so it's all good. But again, thank you so much for being here. And to sound healing we go. Have a good one, guys.